Hey everyone, it's Jacob, and today I'm going to be comparing 11 different guitars and a bunch of different pickups to find out which one sounds the best for the Van Halen Brown sound. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to show you and list all of the guitars that I'm using. By the way, if you'd like to support the channel, make sure to check out our original music. We have 2 albums available on all streaming platforms, on vinyl and CD, also on durapsofficial.com. I have tons of merch, guitar picks, t-shirts, flags, all kinds of stuff, so make sure to check it out. Okay, so the first one is the EVH Frankie with the EVH Frankenstein humbucker in it. This is the humbucker. It's the standard version, not the classic or the plus. It's the original standard version, the same one that Eddie had in his guitar. Second guitar is the EVH Stripe Series Bumblebee with the stock Wolfgang pickup. The third one is another EVH Stripe Series with the same Wolfgang pickup. I just want to find out if the same guitar is going to sound any different for whatever reason. Sometimes you just pick up a guitar, exact same guitar, and there's a bit of a difference. The fourth one is the EVH Wolfgang Special T.O.M Oxblood Hardtail stock Wolfgang pickups. Next one is the EVH Wolfgang Special with the Floyd Rose. This is the quilted maple purple burst model, and both Wolfgangs have a roasted maple neck. Okay, now to my left here we have the Kramer 1984 model with the JB. Next one is the Charvel Super Stock Limited Edition from 2025. And it has a DiMarzio Super Distortion in it. Next one is an original Peavey Wolfgang USA, which is my dad's guitar. And it's a fantastic guitar. I can't wait to compare it with the other Wolfgangs. So this is going to be interesting. This one is a Fender HM Strat from 1992, I believe. And it's made in Japan. It has a Seymour Duncan custom in it, which has been linked to Van Halen. There's an old printed ad by Seymour Duncan which states that the custom pickup is linked to Van Halen, so this is going to be interesting to find out. Okay, next one is an original 1973 Ibanez custom agent, and it has the Super 70s pickups. Those are the original Super 70s in it, just like Eddie had in his Ibanez Destroyer at the time. But the thing is, did he play the albums with the original pickups or did he swap the pickups? So we're going to find out today. And the last one I'm going to be using is my Gibson Flying V. This is the stock Burstbucker 2 and 3. Those are PAF humbuckers basically, so I wanted to add just a classic PAF style humbucker in it just to see how it sounds like. So all of these guitars are going to go through my Marshall 1959 HW. All the guitars are going straight into the amp, no pedals. The amp is cranked all the way up and it's going into my aux box right here, which is simulating a cabinet with greenbacks, 257s in front, and I'm adding reverb post-recording, okay? I've done comparisons with my real cabinets with microphones in front. This thing reacts exactly like a speaker cabinet. So let's get right into it. Alright, so As I'm editing this video, I'm almost done right now, and what I'm realizing is how little and how not significant the differences are between most of the guitars. I'm just really surprised because I thought the differences would be a lot bigger than that. The more I'm doing these videos, and the more I realize it just doesn't matter all that much, really. Apart from the PAF pickups, the Ibanez, and the Flying V, most of the other guitars kind of sound similar, and at the same time there are small differences between each of them. Even both Stripe series sound a little bit different, which is interesting. Sometimes I was listening to the tracks as I'm editing and you can't even hear the guitar swap. Like, listen, I'm just gonna put the tracks without the images and I'm 100% sure you can't even tell that I'm swapping guitars. And I think this video confirms that Eddie never used the Super 70s on the albums. Any stock PAF pickups for that matter, except for the Flying V on 1984, you can really hear it's a lot cleaner sounding on that album, especially like on Hot for Teacher. It sounds like that. It's punchy, clean sounding. I also really enjoyed listening to the differences between each Wolfgangs. The T.O.M model with the hardtail has a little bit more mid-punch, Les Paul sounding. I think the Wolfgang T.O.M is my favorite, and then the EVH Special, and then the Peavey. The Peavey just sounds a little bit darker. My favorite pickup of all, I have to say the EVH Wolfgang pickup. I think it's perfectly balanced. I think it's tight, has a little bit more sizzle than the Frankenstein pickup. They're very, very close though, almost identical. The Wolfgang has a little bit more sizzle and the Frankenstein maybe a bit more mids. I choose the Wolfgang pickup as the winner because, I mean, you can literally buy any EVH guitar and that's what comes with it. It's plug and play. It's fantastic. It sounds amazing right out of the box. If I had to pick maybe four, probably Wolfgang Humbucker, EVH Frankenstein Humbucker, Seymour Duncan Custom, and then JB. Really, really close. Honestly, I think EVH make the best guitars in the world right now. I love those guitars. They play like a dream. My favorite guitar is the Stripe series Bumblebee. If you want more options, more modern features, you can get the Wolfgang, which is probably the best guitar made right now. I mean, it's fantastic. It plays like a dream, sounds like a dream. It's super comfortable. The neck is unique. It's a great guitar. I love the Wolfgang. So that's the conclusion of this video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content. I'm posting regularly. Gear demos, comparisons, covers, tons of Brown Sound videos. Hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and stay tuned for more. I'll see you next time.